to Wrapped Up in Film. I'm Zoe. Let's talk about The Jungle Book. A childhood classic. We've all grown up with the songs, we all know the characters. There's so much nostalgia around this. Did they do it justice? Directed by Jon Favreau, he's also directed the Iron Man movies. He directed and he starred in Chef, which is a brilliant movie. And he also directed a Christmas fave of mine, Elf. So before I saw this movie, I just didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I'd like it. Was it going to be too childlike? Was it going to be predictable? Did they cast it correctly? All the environment and all the animals are CGI. The whole thing is set in a studio. Is it going to look real? You know, would this work? Wow. After the opening scene, I was totally pulled in to this enchanting and stunning and beautiful jungle. Everything seemed so real. The details of the animals was just extraordinary. You could even see the fur move in the wind, and everything just seemed so lifelike. That the characters of the animals, it was just so impressive. The best CGI that I have ever seen. The views of the jungle are breathtaking, just creating such an incredible atmosphere. I watched it in 3D, which was really fun. I was like ducking and diving in my seat, just completely immersed in the movie. So yeah, visual effects, top, brilliant. Adults and children are gonna love this movie. I was completely glued to the screen the whole time, gasping and laughing along with the whole audience. The cast for this movie is awesome. I could not have picked a more perfect cast if I tried. So there's loads of big names. Let's just talk about some of the key players, some of my faves. So we've got Bill Murray as Baloo. He was hilarious in this film. Totally brought the character to life, just all the little bits of detail, the expressions. He's hilarious, but he's also very adorable. He's got some lovely scenes with Mowgli, and you just completely fall in love with him in this movie. Yes, Bill Murray, yes. I haven't seen him in anything really recently that I've enjoyed him in, but really enjoyed him in this. Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Whoa. Ha. Great choice. He was super scary, very menacing and dark, and he's got this British accent which sort of gives him this rough, sort of very street smart edge to him. Yeah, he was pretty scary. He did a brilliant job, and I looked around the cinema at some of the kids watching it and they looked absolutely terrified. But yeah, excellent casting choice. He was superb. Christopher Walken as King Louis. Oh my god. I didn't realise he was going to be in this, and then when the scene started, I was like, oh my god, I know that voice. I know that voice. I know that voice. Who's that voice? Oh, and he played it classic Walken gangster style. It was just brilliant, and it's kind of a sort of creepy type of character, also very funny. So yeah, I was loving that. And then we've got Ben Kingsley as Bagheera. Again, just blew me away. Such a very powerful presence that he had in the movie. He's got an incredible voice. Yeah, and then we had Scarlett Johansson as Car. I mean, for me, I didn't really think that worked incredibly well. The scene was very, very short, and it's such an exciting character. I think they could have done a lot more with that. So yeah, I was slightly disappointed with that bit. And Neel Sethi playing little Mowgli. I thought he was great. I think he's about 10 or 11 years old. He looks the part. He's just adorable, great facial expressions. He's very charismatic. But I love that he just wasn't too over the top with it all. Some of his reactions were very, very natural. He's got a bit of attitude to him. He's quite cheeky, quite boisterous, which I loved. This is a kid that's just acting to nothing, you know. He's just with green screens. So he did a brilliant job, and I remember I watched an interview with him and Jon Favreau, and Jon Favreau was saying that when they were doing the song, the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities, don't worry. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with it. Love that song so much. When they did that, obviously little Neel's acting with nothing, so Jon Favreau got in the pool with him and was splashing him around just to sort of get those expressions and that enjoyment across, which I thought was a lovely little story. But yeah, I thought he did a brilliant job. You know, he looked great, and I loved his performance and I really enjoyed it. So massive thumbs up to him. Big praise to Jon Favreau for doing such an applaudable job with this classic. It was incredibly enchanting and magical, really just made me feel like a kid again watching it. I had a huge smile on my face the whole time. I left with an even bigger grin, totally satisfied. It's got our favourite tunes thrown in there as well. It's not too cheesy. I was really worried it was going to be a bit of a sort of cheesy musical type, but it's not at all. It's pretty straight, apart from, you know, the classic tunes thrown in. The casting choice I thought was very clever. Idris Elba as Shere Khan, extraordinary. I just really love this film. So it brings me to my rating. I'm going to rate this movie now. I'm going to give this film a 92%. Would I watch this film again? Yes. I want to go and watch this film again next week. I've still got friends who haven't gone, so I'm going to go along with them, or I'm going to drag people to go and see it with me. I do think you should try and watch this movie at the cinema on the big screen, so try and get down there this weekend or as soon as you can with a massive bag of popcorn and enjoy this film. Would I recommend it to friends? Obviously, yes. Everyone has to see this movie. I'm just really sort of blown away by the CGI as well. I think it's the best CGI that I've ever seen. Just the things they can do these days is amazing. Okay, and that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching my review. Please subscribe to my channel. There's loads more reviews coming with me blabbering on about how much I love movies. There's trailer reactions and all that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie. How did you feel watching this? What did you like? What didn't you like? You know, comment below and tell me all these things. And I'll catch you soon. Take care. Bye.